Have you ever wondered how to reframe your birth narrative and find healing, even if your experience was challenging or even traumatic? Today, we're going to offer you a sneak peek into Module 3 of our upcoming course, Reclaiming Your Birth Story, launching in May. In Module 3, we'll explore powerful techniques to help you shift your perspective, find new meaning, and reclaim your story. So let's dive in and discover the transformative power of reframing your narrative. The Golden Hour Birth Podcast, a podcast about real birth stories and creating connections through our shared experiences.
Childbirth isn't just about the child. It's about the person who gave birth, their lives, their wisdom, and their empowerment.
We're Liz
and Natalie,
the Golden Hour Birth Podcast, and we're here to laugh with you,
cry with you,
and hold space for you. Welcome to the Golden Hour Birth Podcast. I am your co-host, Liz.
And I'm your co-host, Natalie. In today's episode, we're excited to give you a sneak peek into Module 3 of our upcoming course, Reclaiming Your Birth Story, which will be launching this May. Module 3 is all about reframing your birth narrative, and we can't wait to share the transformative power of this process with you all.
Reframing your birth story involves consciously shifting your perspective and finding new ways to view your experience. It empowers you to see the strengths, resilience, and growth that emerge from your birth journey, even amidst the challenges.
It's about acknowledging that your birth experiences is not defined solely by the difficulties you faced. Instead, it's an opportunity to recognize the moments of courage, love, and personal growth that were present during that time.
Reframing allows you to reclaim your narrative and find new meaning and purpose in your birth story. It enables you to focus on the positive aspects, lessons learned, and the ways in which your experience has shaped you.
One of the key steps in reframing your birth narrative is identifying the negative beliefs and narratives that may have stemmed from your birth experience. These beliefs can impact your self-perception, confidence, and overall well-being as a mother.
It's important to recognize that these negative beliefs are not always based on facts. They may be influenced by societal expectations, personal judgment, or the intensity of the emotions surrounding your birth.
By questioning the validity of these beliefs and exploring alternative perspectives, you can start to loosen their grip on the narrative and create space for more empowering and compassionate stories to emerge.
In Module 3, we'll dive into various techniques for reframing your birth narrative. One powerful technique is called narrative reconstruction.
Narrative reconstruction involves rewriting your birth story from a more empowering and compassionate perspective. It's about highlighting your strengths, resilience, and the growth that occurred throughout your journey.
Another technique we explore is gratitude practice. By cultivating gratitude for the aspects of your birth experience that you appreciate, you can shift your focus towards the positive and find meaning in your story.
We also encourage seeking out alternative stories from women who have navigated birth difficulties and found positive outcomes. Hearing these stories can provide inspiration, hope, and a broader perspective on the possibilities for healing and growth.
We wanted to give our listeners a taste of the reframing process. This is something I did during my own healing journey, so Natalie's going to walk us through this activity together.
Think of a challenging moment from your birth experience that has been difficult to process or move past. Take a deep breath and consider the following questions. What strengths did you demonstrate in that moment?
So for this example, we're going to use my own experience of when I had my retained placenta and I was being transferred to the hospital. So in my moment of fear and uncertainty, I feel like I demonstrated some strength and resilience, even though I was scared and could barely hold my newborn in an unfamiliar situation. I tried to stay present and focused on what needed to be done. And I tried to trust in my body's ability to heal and follow the guidance of my medical team. Looking back, I realized that I possessed an inner strength that carried me through the challenging experience.
That's really great. How did you support yourself or receive support from others?
During the hospital transfer and the moments that followed, I supported myself by taking deep breaths and reminding myself that I was in capable hands. I held my baby close as much as I could until I, couldn't anymore, finding comfort in our connection. I also received invaluable support from my partner who stayed by my side, offering reassurance and advocating for my needs. The medical staff provided professional support, explaining the situation and ensuring that I received the necessary care. The love and support I received from my family and friends after my birth also played a crucial role in my emotional recovery.
Yeah. What lessons or insight did you gain from that experience?
So I feel like this experience taught me kind of about surrendering control and trusting the process. When things don't go according to plan, I learned that I have the strength to adapt and overcome challenges.
Yeah.
And I gained a deeper appreciation for my medical team who really, helped me through the process. Yeah, just realizing the importance of self-compassion and allowing myself the time and space to process and heal from my experience. We've all heard my birth journey and all the twists and turns, but it's really shown me the depths of my own resilience and just having a lot of support.
Yeah. And if you're ever interested in going back, you can listen to Liz's birth story with Arthur on episode 1. As you reflect on these questions, begin to reframe that challenging moment in a more empowering light. Acknowledge your resilience and the support you received or the wisdom you gained. By reframing even one moment, you begin to see your birth journey through a new lens. You start to recognize the threads of strength and love woven throughout your experience.
Module 3 is an invitation to reclaim your birth story and step into your power as a mother. Through the techniques of reframing, you can transform your narrative and find healing, growth, and self-compassion.
When you join our Reclaiming Your Birth Story course, you'll have access to a supportive community, expert guidance, and a wealth of tools to guide you throughout this transformative experience.
If you're ready to reframe your birth narrative and embrace your journey with renewed perspective and empowerment, we invite you to join us for the course launch this May.
Remember, your birth story is a testament to your strengths, resilience, and the incredible love that brought your child into this world. Embrace it, reframe it, and allow it to guide you forward.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode, and we are wishing you a beautiful and empowering journey as you reclaim your birth story. Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Golden Hour Birth Podcast. We hope you've enjoyed our discussion and found it insightful and beneficial. Remember, the Golden Hour Birth Podcast is made possible by the support of listeners like you. If you appreciate the content we bring you each week, consider leaving us a review on your favorite podcast platform or sharing the show with your friends and family. Your support helps us reach more people and continue creating valuable episodes. If you have any questions, suggestions, or topics you'd like us to cover in future episodes, we'd love to hear from you. You can reach us on our website, www.goldenhourbirthpodcast, or connect with us on social media. We value your feedback and want to make sure that we're delivering the content you want to hear. Before we sign off, we'd like to express our gratitude to our incredible guests who joined us today. We are honored that they trust us enough to be so open and vulnerable. We're grateful for their time and willingness to share their stories with us. If you're interested in taking the conversation further with us, join us on our Facebook group, The Golden Hour Birth Circle. We'll be back next week with another exciting episode, so be sure to tune in. Until then, stay golden and remember to take care of yourself. We'll catch you on the next episode of the Golden Hour Birth Podcast. Bye!